guys, and welcome to Hatchets, Heels, and Honeys. Right back here on Vince Russo's The Brand. I am your ringmaster, the queen of the cat fight, Noel Harlow, and I am here with my homie, the zombabe, Chrissy Rivera, the legend herself. We are apologizing to you for not being here. It is my fault. I had the jugga flu, and I was not able to join you for this lovely time. I was doing the live show, helping out there, but now I'm back here. We're going to cover 2 weeks of lunacy. Chrissy, fill everybody in on what you've been up to while I've been dying here at the casa.
Oh, well, where do I even begin? I mean, JCW has been out of control, which is really not saying, anything that's surprising because it's always out of control. But it seems to be that our BFF Vito is just losing total control of everything that he has been planning for so long. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to go over. I mean,
the world is caving, Chris. It's caving.
We've been saying it though. We've been saying it that it's coming to an end here. It's coming to a head, and I feel like we're really there after these past couple of weeks for sure.
So the big news is Violent J is back. Vito had invited Violent J back, and he decided to take him up on that offer. He came back, and that really pissed Vito off. And that was kind of what set Vito into a downward spiral. He has threatened to expose our friends, the Brothers of Funstruction, which he has. And they are kind of in a space where Vito's been before. If you recall, Vito did a little time in the old witness protection himself when he was Skull Von Crush as German, and he was dodging more charges when he was wearing a dress. Now he has exposed the clowns as the Chacon brothers. Danny the Drill and old Twitch and Two Times have been exposed. What do you think? We call them the hot clowns. What do you think about the hot clowns now?
The hot clowns. I mean, oh my goodness. I was just beside myself when they came out this past week, and their whole story about, like how they had to go into this witness protection and they made mistakes. And I mean, I can't remember which one did it, but one of them put their clown shoes in the middle of the ring to just finalize the end of the Brothers protection. And I lost it. I said, oh my God, this guy's like put his shoes in the middle of the ring in the big clown shoes. And it was really interesting, but Violent J, like, he was not having that. He was not having that with them.
He's working in the background. He's back there. What do you see him?
Yeah,
he's working. In the back.
He's been caught. He stopped.
Look, he said, "What are you doing, buddy? You working back there?"
Oh my God! He's
when he put his shoes down, Violent J says, "Listen, we're family. We all fuck up. Jay's made more mistakes than anybody else. You and I both made mistakes. Obviously, in the past of who we've dated, we've made mistakes. But in everyday life, we've made mistakes." Hold on just a second. Let me see. Hold on. Just pause this for a second. I'm fighting with Walmart. Hold on a moment. Is it right now? Update today's cancellation. The store updated a new estimated delivery time tomorrow by the end of the day. 11 tomorrow p.m. I need a time.
Listen, your fight with Walmart. My dog's going nuts back
here. I know, this is horrible. Never get Walmart Plus. I'm putting that out there. I'm burning them right now. Never get Walmart Plus. Christy, they're now I ordered last night. They're supposed to deliver 11 a.m. Didn't show up. Took the order back to the store. They said they were supposed to come back. They didn't bother come back. Then they said 8:10. It's now 8:54. They said they're not coming tomorrow. Now he goes, well, they'll be there before 11 p.m. tomorrow. I'm fucking hungry. They have my Faygo.
Cannot wait till 11 tomorrow to eat.
No. I'm going to start chewing on this bottle of water.
Thumbs down for Walmart Plus.
Don't get Walmart Plus. This is never get I only got Walmart Plus because I don't drive. And you get free Peacock with it. And at the time, WWE had Peacock. I could watch matches, and I got free Peacock, and I could get orders, and you get a discount at Burger King.
They had have it your way. Apparently not. You can't have it your way now because your way is to have the groceries by 11 a.m. today, and you did not. So
now they're like, well, tell us what time you want us to come. Today, motherfucker. Today.
Like
right fucking now. Right now. How about you come tomorrow at 10 a.m.? Now, we know I'm not going to be up at 10 a.m., but we may as well tell them that because they'll show up at noon or 4. I've never had this much problem. Don't get Walmart Plus. Pay full price for your fucking Burger King, and don't get Peacock either because they got rid of all the WWE content. Now I'm fucking stuck with it. Now what am I guess I'll watch The Office. Musa. Musa. Serenity now. Serenity now.
Serenity later.
Anyway, these poor the poor brothers of Funstruction.
Yes.
Joey and Danny the Drill. Although they do make very nice looking Italian young boys. I do have an affinity for Italian men.
Yes, very easy on the eyes.
Very easy. We do love a good Italian guy, but they're juggalos like us, and we dig that about them. And Vito couldn't handle that. He's very pissed off because he said their first what do you call it? Their first family is the family. And we all know that Cosa Nostra in the United States was created by Vito's actual legit blood uncle, Lucky Luciano, not a work. Everybody was asking me, is that a work? No, guys, that's not a work. That is his actual freaking uncle, believe it or not. I look at them. They look exactly alike. One has hair, one doesn't. That's the only difference. Mm-hmm. He said that's turning against their actual family. And that's where their loyalty should lie. Loyalty, that's the word I'm looking for. Loyalty, unlike Walmart Plus.
Yes.
No loyalty in Walmart Plus.
Not at all.
Not at all. Boy, am I hungry. Thanks, Walmart. So anyway, they're out of, look at this, by the way. You know what this is right here?
Looks like Mr. LaGrasso.
Skull Von Crush. This is witness protection at its finest. Mm-hmm. He wants to talk about the clowns and their witness protection and Cosa Nostra. Early 90s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right there.
Right there. Let's see what Walmart said. Hold on a second. Thank you for confirming your timing, Noel. I'm positive the store will deliver your order tomorrow in the early hours. To be honest with you, we don't have any options to schedule it. Let me tell you something. If I have to go down there with a bat and a cat and beat somebody up, I will do so.
Do you think maybe Vito's behind this somehow? I feel like we should
tied into the corporation of Walmart.
I feel like he's partly to blame. Like we should blame him for something.
They said for me to file a request of a complaint. They're love bombing me. We are willing to wait with you. I request that you file a complaint against the store. Oh, I will be, sir. We're willing to wait with you. We have issued a $15 promo credit. This may not be the best compensation. However, I feel personally grateful that you've accepted this kind little gesture of mine. You know what would have been a kind little gesture? You'd have sent over a pizza or something. That'd have been a kind little gesture. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Confirm the code. Discount in the next order. Yes, fine. I am going to.
You probably do have those little Dagos, right? That could maybe hold you over for an hour or two. I don't know.
I do have a little Dagos. I could crack a Dago open, but I'll probably have to go down to Walmart and crack a Dago open or two. You know what I mean? I don't even drive. I'm gonna have to call an Uber to go down there to crack a Dago open. Do they know who I am?
They do
I was like, I'm nobody, but still. Do they know I have a screw loose? Thank you for accepting. I really appreciate your kind understanding. If this food don't get here, here's my threat. If this food don't get here tomorrow, I'm glad that everybody's on this journey with me. I hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Yes.
I'm going down there to get it. This isn't what any of us want.
Can you send the brothers of construction to get it?
I'm going to. They sent me a code, and the code at the beginning spells out Carney. Now I'm really fucking
Of course it does.
Now I'm really mad.
Vito might be behind it somehow.
100%. If it was Jobber, I knew it was him. Yeah, sometimes, guys, if you want to have fun, look up Jobber on Wikipedia. Anyway,
Yes.
Vito was very, very, very upset with the brothers turning against the Cosa Nostra. Now, I have to say, the finest ball cell in pro wrestling is Vito the Grosso. It's reminiscent of I Quit, Terry Funk, and Ric Flair. That ball cell was excellent. There has been no finer ball cell in professional wrestling than the moment when Jay punched Vito in the balls.
Yes. Yes. He was down. He was down.
Yes, absolutely. They just said, I get what you mean, and I agree. This is not what we expect. I said, if I had to go down there, they were in trouble. I said, yeah, so food better get here. It's never our intentions to make things difficult. All right, I'm getting off of here. All right, guys, that's the end. I said, yeah. I said, the food better get here. I'm pissed, hungry, tired, and done.
And we're doing a podcast.
I want a podcast. All right, I'm leaving the chat. That guy can suck it. Anyway, now I'm focused. I'm back focused again. God, 11 minutes of a podcast has been me fighting with Walmart. Don't shop at Walmart. They're fucking horrible people. Anyway, so Vito is very upset with Jay. He's now punched in the nuts. They tried to put the clown shoes on Vito. Can we discuss how Vito's feet are the same size as the clown shoes?
I did notice that. I did notice they have very similar sized feet there. So
Vito wears a size
comfortably.
15 shoe. Legitimately, his feet are that big.
Why am I laughing? Why is this so
because it's ridiculous. The man is 6'1" and his feet are a size 15. He's got like Shaq size feet. When I like him and we go shopping, we have to go to special places to find shoes to fit his big ass clown feet.
I could see that.
So now here we are. They tried to, and I got a good laugh over that picture that showed up on the internet with Vito up in the air and just a shoe right now. And I had to say, what the fuck is that? It's the exact same size. So yeah, this sets up for future events on the program. We would be amiss if we didn't discuss your friend Kerry Morton being sent to Japan. Kerry Morton was sent to Japan by Vince because he was getting a little bit outrageous with his claims. But unfortunately for me and the rest of the people that thought Kerry was a tin hat wearer, you were correct, Chrissy, in thinking that there was a little something to that. Matt Cross was set to keep Kerry a little busy. Had to give him something to do. Here you go.
I told you.
What do you think? Now that is he going to come back from Japan and be a ninja?
I don't know. I don't know. He might have a little chip on his shoulder because everybody was calling him crazy. Tinfoil hat Kerry didn't really have a lot of people behind him, and now he's off to Japan. So maybe he's who knows what he's going to come back as. Like, he might be really aggressive. He might be bitter. He might be like, "Hey, I'm back." Like, I don't know. He's very hard to read. You never know what you're going to get out of him. But I've been Team Kerry the whole time, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
Now, Matt Cross lost his match to leave JCW. I heard that Violent J has been sending him applications to KFC, and that he is out of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Now what happens? Kerry Morton's going to come back and he's not even going to be able to get his revenge. Is he going to take it out, do you think, on Vince Russo?
It's very possible, but anything can happen in JCW, as we've been seeing, especially this past couple of weeks. So is Matt Cross really gone? Is he gone for, the short term? Is he going to come back in some other capacity? who knows? I don't trust Matt Cross at all. I think he's in it for himself and he's going to do whatever he needs to do. So yeah, he went bye-bye willingly, but I think he has, other plans in mind.
Matt Cross is not a juggalo. He'll play one on TV, if you know what I'm saying. Like, he definitely worked the crowd into thinking he had Violent J's back when he lost the company, and then he flipped, and now he walked out, and he got it handed to him a little bit when he said, "Oh, send you an application, KFC, blah, blah, blah," and he walked away. I don't think this is the last we're going to hear about Matt Cross. I really don't. And I also think with him coming back from Japan, and Vince taking up the what do you call God, sorry, I'm fucking so worked up from Walmart. Taking up the mantle of one Caleb Conley, perhaps that's going to piss off Kerry Morton a little more. Kerry Morton wants to be and calls himself Mr. JCW. Mm-hmm. How is he going to think about Caleb Conley being the Brosen one?
Yeah, that's why I think Vince, he's always got something going on. We've been talking about that too with when Dombrowski was on, and he's always got some alternate plan, and he's hard to read, and you think you got him figured out. And it's I think he's playing a lot of people against each other, and there's more to it. There's way more to it than the Danny Tanner that I said originally. Oh, poor Danny Tanner is can't keep control. I'm he's smarter than what I think some people give him. I mean, we all say he is very smart, but I think he's got so many ideas and so many plans that we have no idea about. Yes.
We're going to have a guest on here next week that knows Vince Russo almost as well as anyone else, maybe aside from Vito, and that's Jeff Lane. Jeff Lane has been Vince Russo's podcast partner for a number of years, helps him run his business. Jeff is on the cusp of everything JCW. He helps do all the production, but he knows Vince inside and out, and he's also happens to be a very big fan of this show right here. So he's going to come on next week, and we're going to analyze Vince a little bit. It's going to be fun. We're going to see what we can figure out what Vince's direction is here with Violent J coming back, with Caleb Conley being the chosen one, and with this heat between Vito and Vince. We're going to pick Jeff's brain a little bit, and we're going to see where his angle comes from. I love that we have the choice to bring on different people from different walks of life to analyze the situation, and people are getting the inside scoop. I mean, we're going to tell you about JCW. We're going to tell you how to handle Walmart Plus. We're going to tell you all about the latest episodes of Full House. Latest episodes.
Veterinary care. If you need veterinary care, we have
dogs running around. We got everything. If you need to eat something and Walmart doesn't show up, there's always Trident and Little Dagos, and we always got your back with those kind. We'll tell you about the history of pro wrestling, and this show's about. I'm still recovering from this. Whatever. If you're wondering why my head's all over the place, I'm still trying to get better. If we can, I would like to next talk, because we're going to go into a big incident towards the end here. And I'm going to expose something that I've never talked about before. So stay tuned. Follow my crazy, sick brain as I go through here. Can we talk about Stephen Flo and cocaine a little bit? Last couple weeks, Stephen Flo has seemed to have a bit of an attitude problem.
A little bit.
And, it's pretty sad when you have two people that have been friends. And I interviewed Cocaine the other day, and he was saying they've been friends, literally lifelong friends. They got into wrestling together. They traveled together. They're lifelong friends, but they've reached some type of pinnacle in this friendship where I believe there's some jealousy, Chris.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And Cocaine is a fan favorite with JCW, so it'll be really interesting to see what direction that goes, or what the fans.
The crowd's really high on him.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sick. we can tell you because we've been friends for a very, very, very long time. And we've gone through the wrestling business together, and we've done, we've traveled together, we've stayed together, we've been under the same roof and different states and different places and had crazy adventures and all kinds of other nonsense. We've gone through the friendships of a lifetime thing. We've never had that, though, where we've reached that pinnacle of thing. We've never done that.
No.
We've never gotten to that point.
No.
They are definitely at that point.
Yes, I see that too.
And I think that he might see cocaine going up. He's got that briefcase. And Stephen Flo doesn't have that briefcase.
Very interesting.
And I think he's picking this fight with Jane Mercer, who's a bigger guy than him, where he thinks maybe he's going to get edged up a little bit because he's picking a fight with a schoolyard bully, and he thinks maybe he'll take over the schoolyard. Is it going to come down to Stephen Flo versus cocaine?
I think we might see it because, I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but like you said, he's been having this attitude problem, and I don't know if fans, like you said, are high on cocaine, right? So I don't think he might not like that very much. So it'd be interesting to see.
I guess, according to Stephen Flo, it's not always good when cocaine's your friend.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to go to rehab, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what's going to happen with those two, because even with what happened with the outbreak, where they teamed together, and then all of a sudden here comes cocaine with a bat, and he's taking him out. And, it seems to be there's some side effects of this cocaine, which we were first onto here on our show, the zombies and the zombie effect. That cocaine seems to have some kind of side effect with the zombies. You watch here, you get all the inside scoops, but there's something going on. They're firing each other up. So we got to see where that's going to end up. Keep an eye on that situation. But cocaine's moving up in the company. We got to see where that jealousy lands. You can either be happy for your friends, or you can turn on your friends. You can't do both. You can't do both.
Yep.
Let's see where else we get off with here. Hey, did you ever notice that Mark Roberts' jackets look like he shop at Bobby Heenan's yard sale?
Yes.
What's that about?
I for fashion. You know what?
I mean,
I'm a Bobby Heenan fan, so I'm all about it.
Again, I'm sick still, and I just, that just popped into my head there. Let's talk a little bit about the women's division, shall we?
Yes.
Since we have been out, a new woman has appeared in Sophia Rose, who happens to be childhood friends again. We have a lot of friendships that go through JCW because, remember, Juggalos are family. Sophia Rose is J-Rod's childhood friend. She came in as a ring girl, but not really a ring girl. And now this has really thrown a loop into the women's division. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, I've been saying it for weeks now that I really am enjoying the women's division. I think all these women are incredibly strong, and bringing in new talent is always exciting too, because I just feel like there's just so much to add to the product, especially the women's division. And that match was really good. I was really entertained by it. The ending shocked me a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see, especially like Big Al down, right? Big Al down, and like did not expect that. So it'll be really interesting to see how it pans out in the women's division, because I feel like it's anybody's game. Like, yeah, we have these alliances and these friendships or whatever, but it's every man and every woman for himself at the end of the day, right? So how long is this friendship, this new friendship, or I mean, you said they've been friends for a while, but this new alliance in JCW, how long is that really going to last? You
never know, because it's wrestling. And where we were saying you have friendships, sometimes you have jealousies, sometimes you have that squaring off. Now we have these two in. We have Big Al, who's squared off with some of the girls. Now she's trying to team up with. Is there going to be bad blood carrying over? I mean, she got herself set straight by Vince Russo and Vito, of all people, where she had a cream soda and had a revelation that she's going to act correct. Is she going to be able to stay in this women's division and team up with people like Danny Mo and Haley J, people she's been fighting with over the past couple months when she was showrunner?
Right.
And I think J-Rod is trying to show people, hey, I might be this American gladiator, but I'm a badass. I'll kick your ass. I'll use brass knuckles. I'll bring in a buddy. I'm not this goody two-shoes that you think I am. I will fuck you up at the end of the day. And I think this is her way of showing it.
I agree. Not that I feel like she even needs to do that because she's just such a powerhouse and she has so much talent. But I feel like maybe, like you said, she just wants to show, like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. But I feel like she is better than that. I feel like she's better than that. She doesn't need it. But I mean, like I said, it's every woman for herself, right? So if that's what she feels like she needs to do to prove herself, then, I'm all for it.
We've had a newcomer come onto the scene here in Disco Ray. He has been teaming up with the Ring Rat.
Ring Rat, always making friends.
Always out there making buddies, talking about sex chips. I'm still not sure what sex chips are. I don't know if it's something you get at a casino or a convenience store, but I'm interested in knowing.
Or
is it something that can sponsor our show? Is it something that you could have with a little Dago? We don't know. We're waiting to find out, but it's something apparently they enjoy together.
Okay.
Now, here's my take on Disco Ray. It's always good to have a ring rat. However, don't let it interfere with your business. And it seems to me that Disco Ray may be a little distracted by having a little distraction. I don't know. Chris, what do you think?
I definitely agree. I was really excited when I saw he came out. I was like, oh, he's entertaining. He's talented. But I feel like sometimes, the ring rat can get in the way of things. I think she has a lot of potential. But I do think that sometimes her stay, I don't know how to say it, like
it's a search for words.
She's worn out her welcome sometimes and she does not realize it. So I don't know how long this, connection and friendship is going to stay between them. But I do agree that I do see that he was a little distracted and that will cost them. I
had said on the live after show that I felt bad for him. He's trying to get his entire thing together and he was trying to reach out to the juggalos. He gave a half-hearted whoop whoop and they kind of just looked at him and his one shoe light went out and he tried to get people to clap and nobody did it. And I'm like, this poor man is just trying to boogie down. And this is just not boogie woogie woo like the rest of us do. He just didn't have it. He just didn't have it there. He's trying to connect. Maybe the ring rat should focus on his connection with the jugglers. They seem to like her. I mean, obviously they, they're into, whatever. And now they all want to play the tambourine. I don't know what that's about, but they seem to be very into it. Maybe she needs to make more of a connection with our friends, the juggalos and the juggalettes to Disco Ray. But I don't know. He didn't have the ninjas behind him. And Facade definitely took over in that match last week and just disposed of Disco Ray.
Yes, which Facade is just, a force to be reckoned with. We've seen him just dominate all the matches that he's been in. So it's not surprising to me that, he came out on top in that match as well.
Yeah, he's been amazing. We haven't seen Ninja Mac in a few weeks. I'm wondering where he has been. Is he sharpening up on some of his ninja skills? We've been talking about the ninja code and how Facade has moved away from it, where he's getting more aggressive, where he's hitting the low blows, and he's, doing more things to get ahead in his matches. Did Ninja Mac maybe go to work on his basic ninja skills, you think?
Maybe. It is possible. I mean, could he be with Kerry Morton?
Oh, they could be in Japan together forming a new team. Ninja Morton.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. I don't, Kerry Morton has the Southern Six, and we haven't seen them in a little bit, but he has the Southern Six. But I always think of Kerry Morton as a man to himself, just because he's a man to himself. Like the guy turned on his own dad.
Right.
It's hard to explain to somebody that the gentleman turned on his own father.
It's wrestling.
I mean, it is wrestling. And when you say it's wrestling, the male soap opera, you know, we've had evil twins, we've had turning on your own dad, we've had witness protection. That brings me back to the Vito situation.
Yes.
And the tag titles the last few weeks have changed hands numerous times. And it's been between the Brothers of Funstruction, Willie and Tony, and the Luciano Enterprise family enterprise, however you will say it. And this week we had PCO and Mickie Knuckles come in as the tag team champions, and Tony and Willie left as the tag team champions. But I believe the underlying cause to that may have been Big Vito.
Isn't it always? Isn't it always, though?
He seems to be the underlying cause to a lot of problems with society. I'm thinking after they gave me a code Carney at Walmart, he might be the one to blame for that situation. I know he's caused problems in a lot of things, but he's not the only one to blame for this problem, because we have to discuss Mickie Knuckles.
Yes.
There was an incident that occurred, and I'm going to play a brief video here and an aftermath video that was shown on the Lunacy After Show of what happened to Vito. And, you know, normally Vito is very hands-on with his team. This wasn't the hands-on I think Vito planned to have. So let's go to the video.
No, yeah, that's pretty good. No.
Gee, Vito, you all right?
Get up.
Totally disgusted. This chick ruined my life. Put her tongue all over me. And then oh my God, I can't get rid of these guys. Shit, I hate you. Something. Shower, I'm gonna scrub. I don't know, maybe I'll use this. She had her hands all over me. She put me in places. Then she friggin', oh, look at me ride, Daddy. Look at me ride. And then friggin' the pretzel. She did the pretzel. Oh my God. I couldn't even take it. And then, Vito, how many times do we tell you? Don't go overboard. These chicks are crazy. She's nuts. And then with the one leg, and then everything, and then just looking at her, and then she took her ass and she spread it, and I just, oh my God. As we wash it, right? Batman. We've been boys a long time, don't let me down. I'm telling you. And you, every time we get into a situation, you go crazy. And how many times did I tell you, calm down, don't get too big, all right? And what happens? And then every time we get going, I tell you, calm down. We're not going to do this, but what happens? You go ahead and you do it. You go above and beyond, right? And then we're in a mess, right? And then when they get crazy, oh, Daddy, I'm riding it. Oh, Daddy this, oh, Daddy that. And I tell you to stop, calm down. But no, you indulge them, and I can't stop it, right? And now we got to get the Batman. We got to stop being the man, Vito. You gotta stop. You were on Maury 278 times. You are not the father. But I mean, for this is just too much. And God forbid she gets pregnant. Oh my God, this can't, no, it won't happen. You're safe, Vito. You're safe. You're still a man, all right? Yeah, I'm telling you, she's a sex god. Now, you made her famous. You just gotta, oh my God, never again. Just stop it in the bud. From now on, just juggalettes only. Juggalettes. Stick to that, Vito. Stick to the game plan, all right? All right, let's get to work. All right, Batman.
All right, so that was something. So Vito literally for the final 45 minutes plus of the show was in a coma because he may have been aggressively, what's the word I want to use here? Assaulted?
I was going to say assaulted would be probably a good word.
Traumatized by Mickey Knuckles, and the cameraman Jeff tried to help him. He was thrown out. God, I'm so befuddled. And then Jeff couldn't get Vito up. He had to go get Vince to get, I mean, I don't want to say get Vito up, but because that may have already happened. Get Vito out of the coma. Meanwhile, the match is going on and his team loses.
Yeah. I mean,
Vito never moves.
I don't know. Like I said, it's all coming to a head for Mr. LaGrasso, right? So
Is this the bed he made, Chris?
yeah, the bed he made, the bed he built, the bed he manufactured, all of it together, because
He's a bed maker and he didn't even know it.
he's a bed maker, bed manufacturer. He's done it all. And now it's coming back to bite him. It's coming back to bite him because we were like, he thinks he can control everything, right? Or he can control everyone. And it's the money, it's the girls, or it's this, or the cream sodas, or the whatever. And you cannot control Mickey Knuckles.
Uncontrollable.
No, you cannot control her. And I feel like it has just come back tenfold onto him. And I say it every week, but Karma Kramer, right? Like it's always coming back to him.
He has made news all week long with this traumatic event with Mickey Knuckles. It was on Ringside News. It ended up pretty much everywhere that he had this encounter with Mickey Knuckles, and he had to sit there and ride that out. He went to Puerto Rico. He left the continental United States, as Jesse Ventura would call it, and he went to Puerto Rico and was gone. Like, he was that traumatized that he left. And then this all came out, and now he's got to live with that. Now, guys, just a little bit of an inside scoop here for everybody. I have found video tape on our family computer. Yes, we have a family computer of why Vito hates Faygo and ICP.
Ooh.
Now, he was away. I had access to everything in the house while he was in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And I am going to play that clip right here. And Chrissy, make sure you're loaded up. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play that clip right here, and you can see what happens. Chrissy, he was sprayed with Faygo in the balcony of the ICP concert.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
And it ruined his suit. And he holds a grudge. What do you think?
I mean, it was an expensive suit. It could have been. I want to say yes, but we did have Jasmine on the show a couple weeks ago, and she said some of his stuff is cheap. So it could have been a Walmart Plus suit. Never know.
I mean, we know he's in bed with them now. I mean, he's in bed with a lot of people, apparently.
So very interesting. I mean, what's his astrological sign? Because I feel like if he holds a grudge, he might be, he could be.
He was born in June. Is that Gemini? What's June?
Maybe.
We'll have to have somebody on and do a reading for.
Yeah.
Why he's so cantankerous. I mean, that's a good word to describe him, is cantankerous. But now he has this built-in, long-standing heat. Now, he went to an ICP concert. There has to be something to that, right?
I mean, he maybe secretly likes them.
Maybe there's something inside of him. Maybe he's a juggalo deep down. I mean, he married one. You think he would honestly have some, something for the juggalo community. Yeah. the spraying of the Faygo, and he went out, he created his own Dago brand. I mean, we've shown it several times on the show. He's got this whole world, but now we know his suit was ruined. Maybe his watch, even though Jasmine says they're Fugazi watches, he's always wearing very expensive watches. In his opinion, maybe his watch got wet.
Yeah.
This is a deep-seated hatred. Vito is very clean. He's a very clean man. He doesn't like to be dirtied by Faygo or anything else.
So that is what started the whole thing, huh?
I think we've gone all the way back. And may we note that the brothers of Funstruction are back to the brothers of Funstruction. The brothers of Chacon have not chaconed. We have been welcomed back as the brothers of Funstruction. So Vito now has to contend with his team lost. The brothers are pissed that he exposed them. Violent J's back, and he's mad at Vito. Vince and Vito aren't getting along. He has Mickie Knuckles now has taken a piece of that pie. Where does this leave Vito for this week's episode?
He has nowhere to turn. I'm like super interested to see what happens next, because who is he going to turn to? Who is he going to turn to? He has burned every bridge. He has called in every favor. I can't imagine anybody else coming to Vito's side at this point and saving him from the hole that he has created.
He's a man unto himself. He's a man on an island. There's nobody there. He's lost everybody. Jasmine, gone. Monsters, gone. Brothers, gone. Mickie took a piece, gone. He's got PCO, but PCO now lost the belt, and Vito wasn't there to help. So how's he feel about him?
Right. Pretty sure he's not happy.
Now, the only concern I have left over, can I share with you? And I want everybody to think about this into this week's show and next week, and we'll discuss this with Jeff Lane. We can say, welcome back, brothers of Funstruction. But are there people out there now that know that the brothers of Chacon are here? And are they going to come looking for him? Or is Vito going to make phone calls? Because he said there are people waiting. Is Vito going to make phone calls and bring in backup? Because I don't think this is the end of this. I don't think this is over. You can't just expose that you're Henry Hill and then expect nobody to come out of the woodwork like the other good fellas. I don't think that's going to happen for this. What do you think, Chris?
I definitely agree. I thought it was super interesting that, this big story came out and they told their story about, witness protection and everything. And then now they're back to the brothers of Funstruction. That's not how it works in the mob world. Yeah, that's not how it works in the mob world at all. We all know this. We've all seen the movies. We've lived the lives. We've married the people. So it's like, we know that is not how it works. There's not, a super happy ending when you do stuff like that and you turn on the family. I hate to say that Vito is right. I don't like to admit when Vito is right. But when he said, that is the biggest mistake that you could do, you're going to regret it, I believe him. And I think he's absolutely correct. And I think you're correct when you say, this is not the last that we're going to hear about it or see. So I'm really interested to see who might show up or what else is going on in Vito's brain. You might have to pick his brain and see if you could get anything out.
I think I'm going to, because he's back from Puerto Rico. He's hanging around somewhere. Obviously, he's not here. But I may be able to pick up a bit of information or two. He may be over at the Walmart. Who knows? But I am concerned about the brothers because Vito has associates everywhere. Remember when we had Barnabas on the show and he was telling us he was in New York and somebody said, oh, Vito said to him. And then he goes to Virginia and somebody said, oh, tell Vito. Vito's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without somebody knowing Vito. It's just the way he operates. It's just the way he is. So now here we are.
Yeah.
Vito knows everybody. Is he going to call in any of his associates? And remember, he is the head of the Luciano family. He's got nephews, godsons, associates with businesses. He's got people everywhere. We're rolling into Stranglemania coming up in Vegas. Vito's whole family ran that town. What is going to happen to the brothers when they head into Vegas?
Yeah, very interesting.
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
I'm concerned You are concerned. We need more hot clowns. Oh, look at Tope's concerned.
Dog is concerned.
I have no idea where my dog is, but I'm sure she's concerned too. We need more hot clowns on the planet. We don't need people taking them out.
No.
It's very little. Chris, when can we talk about you wearing the paint?
You called me out on it.
Because I know that others in your household want your paint. Come on, my little juggler. When are we getting that paint? Come on, baby.
We'll see. We'll see.
How about when you come down to visit?
Yes, maybe
You're coming down soon. Maybe we'll give you a makeover. You want a juggalo makeover? If you guys like to see a juggalo makeover, write to us. We could get Chrissy to be a juggalette for a day. Would be fun. It would be so fun.
I told you about my fear and my phobia of clowns. So it's step by step, right? It's like watch the It movies, read the Stephen King books, go talk about juggalos on a podcast, be a co-host on a podcast.
You're working your way up slowly. Don't watch Welcome to Derry if you're going to do the clown thing. It's so scary.
I loved it though.
Me too. I loved it.
It was like my favorite. It was my favorite.
You know, the Joker and Harley Quinn have always been like my favorite comic book characters since I was a little kid with the Joker. So I've always liked clowns. My sister, terrified of clowns. Like we had to like break it to her that I regularly paint my face like a clown just recently. And it didn't go over well. It was, now she's scared of me. So like, and you know, we grew up together. We're like best buddies, but like, no, she can't handle me as a clown.
No, I had a real phobia of clowns. It was the It movies growing up, like the original Pennywise. I remember
that used to scare me, and I liked clowns.
Terrified me. And then going to Halloween Horror Nights years ago, they had like a clown house, and me and my fiance at the time, he's my husband now, but he forced me to go through, and you know, they know that you're scared and they follow you around and mess with you. And I left that place crying. And I was like, I do not like clowns. I have all the respect in the world for the juggalos. I think they're great. I love the whole family dynamic, but I'm scared of Pennywise. So
yeah, it's Pennywise really, because like Violent J, even though he's violent, he's a friendly clown.
Yes.
I love Violent J. He's a friendly clown. Christy, do you know what I've been afraid of most of my life?
What's that?
I don't think I ever told you.
Oh boy.
You're never going to believe this because nobody is afraid of it.
Is it going to be like one of these weird things like, oh, I'm afraid of like olives or something?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's not olives or like Q-tips or something on Maury. It's not like that, but it's weird. Nobody's afraid of it but me. I have good reason. I'm afraid of Amish people.
Are you really?
Yeah, real bad. I used to be. I've gotten better. Since Vito and I started hanging out with the Amish Mafia when we lived in Pennsylvania, it got a lot easier. But like, and now like they love dollies. So like when I go to visit my mom, they all want a pet dolly and I'm okay with it. But when I was like a little bit younger, and I'm not talking like many years ago, I'm talking like a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I used to hide from the Amish people, and I lived in Amish country, and I was scared to death.
I was going to say, didn't you live in
Amish country? Yes,
I was like living your own nightmare.
I would hear the rattle of the wheels of the wagons, and I would hide in my kitchen.
Oh my God.
I was that scared of Amish people. An Amish lady yelled at me on an Amish farm when I was in a field trip when I was little, and she had no teeth, and it scared the shit out of me. And then that was it. I was scared of Amish people for like ever. I wanted to see baby pigs, and I went to look around the corner, and she was like the old cat lady from The Simpsons, like that. And it just scared the shit out of me. And then I had like nightmares about her for years. And then I was scared of Amish people forever. But now I'm a little better now. I'm gaining control of myself, my inner self. So you're scared of clowns. We're conquering that. I was scared of Amish people, and the people of the Amish Mafia helped me with that. So now I'm a little better. Can you believe Vito hung out with the Amish Mafia? He really did.
Yes, I can believe that. 100%.
Yeah, he had a whole feud with them at a Fed in Lancaster. It was a whole thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We talk about our trauma on the show, self-help.
This is the self-help
Get each other
juggler.
through it. If it was like, the Maury show when they were talking about their fears, I'd be bringing out, an Amish person with no teeth right now. I'd be like, you'd be bringing out
This is why. It is their teeth, And I'm me. I'm here. I'm a clown. I show you clowns every week, and you're okay with it. But you know me. You know me a long time. It's cool. Your puppy kind of looks like a clown. Toby has a little bit of a clown look.
Yeah, he's
This morning it just went down. He's like, I do look like a clown. Good looking clown at that. See, he's such a good boy. Oh, right, such a good boy.
I'm gonna have nightmares about my dog and like.
Yeah, tonight the dog will be sleeping next to you, and you just keep moving over to the bed. It'll be great. I've now freaked you out for life, Chrissy. We are going to have Jeff Lane on with us next week, so we have a action-packed show. We're going to analyze Vince Russo and his connection to the people in Juggalo wrestling. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I apologize that you had to watch us battle Walmart. But sometimes it happens. And if I've saved you money this week, you're welcome.
See, the show does it all. It saves money. You talk about your trauma. You gossip. Right. You get, all types of information.
We're trying to make for a better Juggalo world.
Yes.
And we need that in this day and age. So put on your paint, grab your hatchets, whoop, whoop, and let's fucking go motherfucking mad clown love at the end of the day. Right? Chrissy, tell everybody where they can find you on the Lord's internet.
The Lord's internet. You can find me on Twitter at Hello Chrissy, and you could find me on Instagram at also Hello_Chrissy_.
I am at Mrs. Harlow Bunny on X, or Twitter, as we like to call it. Somebody actually was like, "Hey, why do you guys call it that?" I'm like, because we do. So fuck off. And then on Instagram, I'm at the same thing. You can also catch some of my stuff on the Big Vito brand when he allows it to be on there. Buy a shirt. Buy a shirt, right, Chris? Or buy a Dago. We didn't do our Dago sponsor today because this is our catch-up show. We are not contracted to do it on our catch-up show, but we've showed it on numerous times. Dagos are available on thebigvitobrand.com. For Chrissy Rivera, I am Noel Harlow here on the Vince Russo brand, and we will catch you back here next week. Bye-bye.